Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. Today I am going to be working on a little project in preparation for other things and thought I would just come and hang out with my friends here, bring you along with me. We can chat about some things. Hopefully I can chat about some things that are upcoming while I'm doing this. It's pretty simple, I think. I always say that, but nothing's really that simple to me. Anyhow, my friends, I hope you are all doing well. I hope you're enjoying all your moments, and I just wish you the very best in whatever's going on in your life. And yes, there you go. I really don't know what to say. I wish you were right here, that I can craft with you, although I know for sure I wouldn't get anything done because I am a chatterbox. Anyhow, let me catch you up really quick here. I went on some more estate sales. I went on a trip with Jason. I was talking about a bunch of things in the last video of what were we doing? We were doing, for the June giveaway. By the way, happy birthday to our friend Debbie L, our friend from Canada. I know I have many friends from Canada, but Debbie definitely holds a very special place in my heart, which I know she does with a lot of other of our friends here. Just want to wish you a very happy birthday. I've got you in the book now, I know for sure. And I hope you, whatever day your birthday is, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you are spoiled beyond belief. Let me see. So let me go back to this. Oh my gosh. So we went on some more estate sales. I went with Jason to get the tires for the tractor. We picked up a giant water slide bouncy house that I've been wanting to get for the kids. I put Jason in charge to look for one, mostly because then he would pay for it. Shh, don't tell him. And I'm kind of regretting that choice just because the thing that he found and bought, Jason, I don't know. He must have blood from Texas because I'm telling you, it's go big or go home. This water slide bounce house that we bought is commercial grade. It is so gigantic. The place that we bought it, the people that we bought it from, they actually have a business. They bought it. They used it once. They set it up once. It's so gigantic. The guy, I'll put the information in this video also. I'll probably show more on their things. I didn't bring any of the cards down here, but they're such a nice family. Anyways, they said they just set it up the one time, and he had actually strained his back, and so he's like, that beast is out. So they have a lot of other ones. So of course, what Jason and I, we're in our 50s. I'm running closer to the 60s, and we thought, okay, yeah, we'll get this one. We had to use his bobcat to lift it out of our trailer, out of the trailer that we borrowed from Brienne, its parents. Thank you, Sandy and Perry. Anyways, we had to use a bobcat to get it out and lift it and take it to a spot for now. Jason has to clear a big area. So we are actually going to dedicate a spot in our big side yard, that we got from Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Thank you, Cindy. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, we've got some plans for the yard. I call it the park. Anyhow, so this water slide is going to go there. I see I'm supposed to be doing this in crafting. Let me tell you what I want to do. For my cells, I decided I want to use letters, not numbers. I get very mixed up looking at the numbers as well, and I know that I've heard other people say that too. I like the letters because also what I've noticed other people saying, and I don't know if letters are going to do the same thing as when people are typing in multiple numbers, that sometimes YouTube does some kind of weird thing and thinks you're trying to put a code in. Hopefully that's not going to be the case for letters. However, because I don't know what color to use, or maybe I want a variety for different types of live cells that I'm going to do, and since I have a ton of these letters now, because of this last estate sale that we went to, I thought I would make multiples of different ones. And then I would just so I'm making my own alphabet decks, basically. So I grabbed some things that I bought here. I love these little scallop ones. And I bought these for tags, but you know what? They're going to work for this as well. And so I've got these ones right here. I've got these ones right here, which on the back side, it's like a little style, whatever, like a clothing tag. I have these. I can use that side. I want to make them simple. I also have red because I do have some white letters or white letters. I have red ones. I don't know what I want to use. I just want it to stand out whenever I'm doing cells. So I'm thinking that a white background, like decks of cards do, right? They have the white background and with the letters on them. And then I'll probably edge the outside just to help them pop a little bit more on camera. So I have different letters. I just don't want it to be so colorful or so crazy that it actually gets lost when we're doing the cells. So anyways, I thought I would make multiple decks and then I would keep them together. Since they have the little holes, I'll keep them on their own little rings and I'll have my own little decks and I can choose which ones I want to use for that cell. I will not be intermingling these. If I use this deck of these colors, then this is the deck that I'll use for the cells. But I like variety, so I'm going to do that. I did try drawing my own letters. I used to be able to do different kinds of lettering. Nothing like fancy, but I could mimic things. But my hands, especially with all this rummaging through cell stuff, they just aren't happy. I think these would work still in a pinch. I could definitely fix them up a little bit and then edge the outside. So I'm going to keep them since I did them. I have no sense in wasting those. They'll be good for something, right? So that is my plan. All right. So this giant water slide, Jason's going to actually take on the, he's going to take a big section of our yard. And this thing is huge, my friends. It's huge. It's got 2 slides, stairs, and it's got a pool. So I will not go on the water slide alone. I shouldn't. I always say this. I won't do it, but I might. You never know. I guess it just depends on how I'm feeling. But I want to have it so that I can play on it myself. This is just all lowercase, so we'll see. We'll see. If nothing else, I mean, I can do something else with them. So he's gonna put sand down. He's digging into the yard a little bit. He already took one of his little tools. I keep saying little. A bobcat's not little. I guess compared to a big tractor it is. So he's gonna take he took his scooper thingy and he scooped out a whole walkway along the fence line so that I can walk along and down to the road that goes to the lake or to the lower half of the big park. And then he's going to take another section out, or he's probably just going to leave the grass. What did he say? He's going to grab sand, he's going to sand it, get it all level, we'll get the tarp down, and then we're going to get this monstrous water slide out. It's called, I don't know if they all have this name, but this one's called a tsunami. I do have some photos. Actually, I'll drop those photos in right here and show it to you. And I'm also going to show you a clip of the video, just a quick little run through of the paper that I picked up, because I cannot do that on a haul video. I just can't. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. That's where I got these stickers. You'll see what I mean. I'm going to drop it in right now. All right, here's that stack. This is more than a stack. So these are all these project boxes filled with papers, and some have different items in them. The gal that I bought these from is, as I said, moving far, far away. And so she had all these bins. She was selling the bins for $20 each, empty. And they are all jam-packed. Well, she had these three of them filled. She had all these here filled. There's several more upstairs on my table in the dining room filled with other items. These are all empty, and they have all those, they're like the photo card, they're all clear. Anyways, all of those things. So as I'm looking at all this stuff, realizing I cannot go through each individual thing, I asked her, can she please lump it all into what she would want to get out of one lump sum for all the craft stuff, my friends. And so she did. I'm going to have to go take you for a quick peek on my table, but we'll be doing haul videos later. The haul videos on the paper, I'm not sure I'm going to do that individually because there's just so much, but you will be seeing that in my sales going through the next several years. I'm just kidding. I don't really know. Anyhow, let me get back to business. Well, there's my table. I literally had this cleared off from the last estate hauls videos that are coming up, that I just did, the big estate sales that I went on when I went to Spokane. And then I went on a trip with Jason to Pasco, Washington. We actually went to Benton City, and I think that's what it's called. Anyhow, and so I picked up a whole bunch more stuff. Okay, haul videos to come. And there's some really cool, there's some vintage stuff, lots of crafty stuff. Just really fun things. I can't wait to share this stuff with you, my friends. And yeah, there's some more totes. Those have things in them. Anyhow, I have to do the haul videos so I can get this stuff put away. but you may not see these haul videos for quite a while. I need to spread them out. Now we will get back to business. All right, what do you think? That's a lot of paper. I have a lot of paper. I am going to go through them because I'm going to see like, okay, you know, there's a lot that I can use. I literally, honestly, should not probably buy paper for a long time until I go through this, but there's really nobody here to stop me. So anyways, this big water slide, Jason's, oh, I forgot to drop those pictures in. I'm going to show you those pictures really quick right now. What do you guys think? Are you coming over? This water slide is adult. It's good for adults, so more than one person can be on there at a time. So our grandkids, we have grandkids from little, not, how old is Abel just turned? Did he just turn 7? Oh my gosh. They're growing up so fast, I can't keep track. And then we have graduating. So, and then we have a couple of grades, but the grades don't come out here, you know. But if they did, all I'm going to say this is that I think they need to have life jackets. We haven't set this up, so I don't really know how deep that little pool is. I just feel like the outside of it is high enough where I would have to I would be in the pool. The little kids, I would be in there. The parents would have to be in there. And I actually am so nervous about this water slide. I'm excited and nervous that I'm going to call my insurance agent and find out, like, do I need to have people sign a liability? Is that even a thing? Can I do that? Or am I just liable? I just really don't know. So I have to find that out because I'm kind of nervous. This thing is so big. So I did tell Jason, I was like, you know what? I think we made a mistake. I think we should have maybe thought this through a little bit more. And he goes, well, let's just try it this year and see what it's like. So what worst case scenario is we just try to resell it again and try to buy another one. But we have one for this year. I think it'll be fine. I always wanted a pool. That was one of the things that Jason had promised me I would get here, and that didn't happen. Well, we have a lot of things going on all the time. And so this water slide allows me to have a sort of a pool, and it's good enough for me. I just want something to sit in to cool off. But the thing is, to use this pool, I have to plug it in, I have to blow it up. It has to get blown up, and then the water has to fill up like that every time, which means it's going to be ice cold water. It's not going to be temperature controlled. Probably won't matter when the temperatures are like 100 and 100 plus. So, see, these are kind of small. I'm not sure if those are going to show up. I think what I'm going to do, though, is go around the edges on them and put some ink on there. I'm going to use the archival inks because I don't want it to come off on product, like linens and things like that I'm showing. So anyways, I wanted to chat with you a little bit while I'm doing this. That's what I'm doing about lots of things, not just that water slide. I'm just a little intimidated by that water slide. I can't wait till it goes up so I can see it and be a little bit more comfortable with it. But I know everybody else is excited. I have ladies are like, okay, we're gonna have a girls party. It's gonna be wild. So you are all invited. Anyways, so changes. On the last video, I was talking about all kinds of things, and I feel like I just was very cryptic on a lot of stuff, or not really cryptic. I just didn't finish any sentences because I was focusing on different things for the ATC, the June giveaway, the ATC exchange, and Happy Friendship Shares mails that we received. So cool. But getting ready for this sale, I went ahead and I totally took advantage of Susan at I Totally Love It. I will link her channel in the description box. I took advantage of her wonderful offer. She does the junk journal news and more. If you have not seen that or heard of it, my friends, please go check it out. It's pretty cool. It gives you lots of information, and it's for anyone that submits things to her within that realm of what she does. PQ. Yeah, make sure it's the other way. See, this is the one I don't think I would use. So I wouldn't use like that P and this Q because I think that's confusing. So when I'm doing my letters for the sales, I'll opt out of Q, I won't use that letter. I would only go up to P, although I don't know that I would go that high. This one, no, because I feel like I can get that mixed up and I can use B, Q. That's another reason why I don't like to use the lower ones. Also, why I liked having these little holes, because that shows me the top. Okay, moving forward. Anyhow, I'm gonna link Susan's information in the description box. She also does craft stuff and she does other things. Her channel is pretty cool if you have not checked her out. I feel like everybody has heard of Susan. I totally love it. I just love her name. I gotta keep saying it. I totally love it. So if you read her bio, she loves turtles, and that is obviously where she came up with her name, and it's just so cool. I love finding out how people figure out their names. Just sometimes it's just something they've always loved, or something they've always been it's always been a part of their life, or they just there's always a reason, I feel like, how we come up with our names. My name, if you didn't know, was because my flower shop, when I had my storefront flower and gift shop, was Blossom and Briar, and I just always liked the name. I didn't pick that name. That store had a couple of owners before me. The first owner, it was named something like Hearts and something, and then the second owner named it Blossom and Briar, spelled Brier or something like that. Then the next owner named it with her first name, which I don't want to give her any kind of credit, because there's very few people in this world that I absolutely do not like, and she is one of them. She was friend turned foe. But anyways, it was her first name, and then Blossom and Briar, and she changed the spelling to Briar. So I loved the name, and I always loved, and I actually always adored her. So I used to go to the shop all the time. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. So when she was selling it, I thought it was an opportunity at my time of my life. So a lot of things were going on. Anyways, when I bought it, I didn't want to change the name because it had been established for now through 2 owners. And so I wanted to keep that name. So all I did was change her name to my name to change the name of the business. Does that make sense? Okay. And I loved it. So I felt weird about putting my name on there. I wasn't that kind of I felt like, oh my gosh, is that kind of egotistical? And everybody said, no, Sandra, everybody in town knows you. You want them to know that you are the owner, because everyone's going to wonder. It's a small town, and it's good to have you associated to that and not her, because she had created so many. I wasn't the only foe. So anyways, she just went through some stuff in her life, and she just, whatever. Anyways, we'll get off that subject, because the happy part is that I got this business, and I love the name. And I loved working it. I loved so much about it. I just didn't love all the bookwork. Anyhow, so that was that one. So that's how I came up with that. When I was thinking of the name for my channel, I had been thinking about it for over a year, and I had all kinds of channel names thought of, and I thought I just wanted to call it. What was one of the names? One of the names I really loved was Mossy Butterfly. I don't know. I had a lot of names that I was picking out, and I kept thinking, I need something that I didn't want it to be specific to junk journal only, because I wasn't sure how my shop was going to go. Boy, I went on a different tangent here. So anyways, I had all these different things in mind. I wanted it to be able to encompass all arts, but I wanted it to also be associated to junk journal. I do realize that Blossom and Inspire is not technically like junk journal, but I feel like the word inspire, that's one of the things that I loved, is I love that word. And so I thought, well, that kind of helps it in the blossoming, and I love flowers. So I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to go with it. And it's so it's a play off my old business. So it's Blossom and Inspire. That's how I came up with it. And then I did put my name on there with Sandra Wildermuth. In the beginning, I didn't have with Sandra Wildermuth, but I had a lot of friends and family that were looking for me, and they were like, I keep putting your name in there. And I was like, oh, geez, okay, so I need help. I need some help here. So I just said, so that's when I added with Sandra Wildermuth. Now, whenever my friends are looking for me, my family, or other people that know me or have me on their Facebook, so they have my name already, it's easier to find me. Because when you're looking for channels and things like that, at least in my experience, I found that it wasn't always super easy to find. Sorry, that's noisy. It wasn't always super easy to find somebody just by trying to remember their channel. But even now, like when I'm like putting things in for the description box, like if there's numbers or letters after their name, it's not grabbing that. I have to know it. Oh, I have to glue these ones. Sue. Okay. Oh, geez. Jeez. I'll put it back in the sack without... I'll do that on my own. These ones are cool, but I feel like this may be a little too crazy, and I don't know if they'll fit. Yeah, because they're all different sizes. Okay, Sue. Let's set that over there. So anyways, that's how that came about. Now back to the other thing. So as Jason and I go and get that water slide, there's another estate sale. So we go to those. That's why I went with him. So I was like, I want to go to estate sales. So we went to more estate sales, and we went to this one place. Oh my gosh, my friends, I really wish, I'm going to go ahead and use these, even though they're different colors and they are still small. They're capital. So I'm going to use these. And I'm kind of wondering, like, this is all that stuff in that estate sale, but I know I won't use all these papers in here, but I'll use, well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't looked at them yet, but I might use, oh, this is a pretty cool pack, but I'm going to use the letters. So there we go. So this one sale that we went to was so stinking cool. And it was a huge house, and it was the last day of the sale, and they were, I mean, like almost giving this stuff away. Oh my gosh, it was so crazy. I'm trying to think, do I want to use green or yellow? I feel like I have a yellow. Okay, I can stay with the same color. That's what I want to do. Or do I do purple? I want it to stand out on camera. Let me put this here and look. I have all these colors happening. I feel like this is going to fall behind. This might pop a little bit. I'm going to go with the yellow. Yellow with the purple letters. All right. I mean, I can do one of each, really, but how many do I need? I didn't know. Oh, they are tiny. We'll see how it works. Yeah, it looks bigger on here than here. Anyways, we had... So this sale in the house, and then there was a big garage, and then there was an attic, and the attic was packed, and they actually had it in sections of all the holidays. So it was like Christmas, all the holidays, like Christmas, like they even had St. Patrick's Day, like all the holidays, let me tell you. And then there were these boxes of books, and they were old music books from like hymns, like they were really nice. I grabbed a few, but Jason goes, do you want all of them? Okay, yes, I did. However, I told him, I said, we have to pack all of these down the stairs of the attic, then across the yard, and then over to the sales table to purchase it. Then we have to pack it down the long driveway and down the road a little bit to our trailer. So I have to opt out because it's just too much work for us elders. Just kidding. It was so hot. It was so hot. Like I thought I was going to have a heat stroke up in the attic as it was. I did grab a lot of stuff up there, but there's a lot that I wish I could have taken. If they weren't 2.5 hours away from me, I would have went back. But it was the last day, and we had to go. So I did get quite a few cool things. I'm really excited about what I got. I found things that I've never seen before. That's a teaser because that's going to be on an upcoming video. Hopefully you see the video before it goes into the sales. I just don't even know how I'm going to do this. I have so much stuff I have to do the haul videos. So what I've decided is I took all the paper, that clip I showed you. I'm not going to put that in the video, in the haul videos. I may drop that clip in again when I do those haul videos. I don't know. Depends on what I remember. But I pulled out specific items to do videos, and I have enough upstairs to do several videos again. So, but I don't want my channel to be only haul videos because I feel like that just takes it to a different thing, and that's not what I want to do. I mean, I do want to do the haul video so you can see what I've got and how fun it was to, I didn't actually do the shopping. It was too hard. It was too hot. But anyways, yeah, there's that. So, but I did find some really cool things. What was I saying now? Oh, so now we're home, and Jason's like, hey, you better get this stuff put away. I'm like, I know, I'm trying. I go, I have to make room. I now have in my garage these big giant totes, and I had to label the outside because they're not clear. But even if well, I guess a couple are clear. But I still labeled them. And I put junk journal mixed, I think is all I put on there. And what I'm going to do, those haven't even went into the videos. So I still have stuff to do haul videos. Oh my gosh, I'm so mixed up. So I decided what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to pull those in as I go through things, and as I make room, I will go outside to the garage and I will grab one of these big totes, and we will just do a show and tell of the mixed Junk Journal mixed items. We'll just do that. And so I'm packing them like in a mixture of things. Like I'm trying to put in every tote all like a mixture of different things, and then we'll do that tote, and then we'll do the sale. I think that kind of sounds fun. Because obviously I'm gonna forget a lot of the stuff, if not all the stuff that's in there. So it'll be all new to me again, which is fun because then I have that excitement. I get excited pretty easily. So that'll be kind of fun to do. Anyhow, I have all this work, and I told Jason, I was like, I don't know. I think I need, if I'm really going to do this and do this well and still stay crafty and enjoy this part of it, I need to have a schedule of some sort that I can kind of stick to. I need to make, I need to have a plan. I like to have a plan. Even if I veer off my plan a little bit here and there, I need to have a plan. Maybe the plan will need to be altered as I move down the road, but again, that plan is very important to me. It's essential to my sanity. So as I'm doing that thought, I said, I don't know how I'm going to be able to... Did I forget B? No, right there. What color did I do? Do we have two? I'm so confused now. No, there's B. Why do I have two yellow Bs? Okay, anyways. So I'm looking at my thing and I'm thinking, okay, so if I do a sale once a week, and which that may end up going to twice a week, but if I do a sale, let's just do it. Let's just start small. If I do a sale once a week and I do a crafty video 3 times a week, and I have to now, if I do a sale, I have to have 2 days of packaging and stuff like that, which those 2 days would be invoicing and packaging, and then did I skip? Where's V? Do I not have a V? Oh, they gypped me on a yellow V. I only get 1 V. Well, I guess this one's just not going to have a V. I'm right now, I'm thinking, my friends, I'm like, do I just do the green ones? I have enough green ones. I should have done that. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Oh, only 1 Q. It's yellow. R. Well, aren't they funny? U, V, W. Okay, let's just keep going. Oh my gosh, the same thing with the X. So we're going to skip the X and the Y. But you know what? I probably won't go up that high. That's fine. And then no yellow Z. Jeez Louise. All right. So anyways, okay, Y, W, U. There we go. Now we can get back in order here. So I was naming off all these days, and I was like, and I still have to do housework. I still have to do laundry, shopping. I still need to do, I still have to do, you know, like our regular home business, bills every month. Like my bills, it's a thing. So we have a lot of stuff going on. Oh my gosh. What am I doing here? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, blank, H, I, J. Okay, here we go. I'm going to keep them in order because I'm going to put them on a ring. I'm going to put a ring on it. All right, so these ones are missing. Maybe I'll put this one. I'm going to write on here. Missing letters. And what are we missing again? Oh, goodness gracious. Q, R, S, T, U. We're missing, nope, we have a V. Wait, no, that's W. So we're missing V. X and Z. V, X, and Z. All right. We'll put that with these. Well, let me put them that way so I remember the color I used. So Jason's like, you know what? It's time to quit. It is. So, and I know that, my friends, you guys have told me, I hear you, and I'm so appreciative of all the support that I'm getting from all my friends. I can't even express how wonderful it is to have so much support behind me. And just everyone understanding, like, it is scary. It is kind of a thing. And Jason's like, well, what's holding you up? Why are you not wanting to do that? So I told him, I told you in the last video why. And he said, he goes, we'll figure it out. He goes, we always do. It'll be fine. He goes, you just need to get on your cells. He goes, you're going to do fine. And I was like, but I just wanted to build it before I made that commitment, because what if, I'm like in that what if space. What if it didn't work? He goes, what if it did? I was like, okay. All right, preach it, sister. I mean, brother, husband, whatever. He's not a sister. He's going to be like, quit calling me that. Anyways, I have these letters. I'm going to double check before I put these ones on. All right. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABC. I'm just kidding. So, I like these. These will be different colors, though. But I think that's fine. I won't know until I know. But I'm going to use these big guys here for this one. Oh, let's go through this really quick and see if there's any more letters so I can get all this out of my way and all this shiny stuff. These ones I seen in here too. These blue ones. I just feel like they're too decorative and it might get lost in all the stuff that we're doing when we're doing the cells. Anyways, so I'm doing this. So now here's my thing is my boss. I just can't help it. I always feel bad. My boss is in the midst of change, and like big change for her. And so, so she's a real estate agent, and she works under a different broker because she doesn't have her brokerage license, and maybe different states are different ways. I don't know, but I just know for here. Oh, there's a project thing. What's in here? For her, it is. You have to have, anyways, you have to work under a brokerage to have your, lace. Let's take that out right now. And she doesn't have that yet. So there's other things in here too. There's these. Okay, maybe I'll put that back in here. Because I don't really know what I'm letting go of. I might just like take this whole pack and be like, oh, this is in the cells thing. Because I have so much paper, as you have just seen on that brief little clip. Anyways, so she has to take her brokerage license. She's been studying it. She's got to take the license test. She's got to get the license, and then she has to move. So the broker that she's working under is selling off his building, selling off his business. They're moving to another place, I think, or something like that. Anyways, but the rental company that I work for is under him because it has to be under a broker. So she wants to buy it out from him. She's not sure if he's going to sell it to her. She's not sure how much if he does sell it to her, because he wants to sell the building and the okay, I don't think there's anything else in there. 1 second. All right, I got that madness cleaned up and put away for a minute. Anyway, so he's selling his everything. He wants to sell the building and he wants to sell his business to her. And it's a very expensive price. And for one thing, it's not even in her. She doesn't have the money to do that at all right now. So she's like, she doesn't want that real estate company. So it's under, whatever the company is that he has. Oh, these are not. Did I already pull this out once and it's gluing? That's all right. Gluing I shall go. Ooh, look at those. So pretty. when I was cleaning up, I went and grabbed this. This was in the other haul that I did. It's all letters and they're printed, and I didn't think I wanted printed. I had pulled out this one thing of just white, and I was trying to ink them. I'm not very good at that, but I was thinking these might be nice on, oops, just dropping stuff, on these red ones. So we'll take a stack of these out and see what we can do there. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. I don't know how big these are compared to that space there. Anyways, so suffice to say, it is all now hinging on her getting her test. So I said, I know I want out, and I keep mentioning it, and she knows I want to go, but anyways, whatever. So I told her, I asked her, I said, well, how have you taken your test yet? She said no. Now she's been saying no for quite a while now. Like, she's been saying that she's going to do this. She's been saying that she wants to do this since I started working for her. But now I think it's really getting, push come to shove here. Oh, I'm going to use the big ones here. That's right. And so she needs to get on it. She needs to, what is that saying? Poo-poo or get off the pot. So she needs to do it. She needs to figure it out. I'm wondering, I think I'm going to go brighter colors. So I'm going to go A. In the blue. I mean, I can even leave that piece in there. Does that help it stand out? Or is it better with the white? I'm going to take it out, and then we're going to, I could pop it back in if I need it. Oh, definitely better that way. Oh, and I definitely need to make sure stick my hole in the top. Yes, you do not want the hole in the bottom or the side. I don't want a side hole or a bottom hole. I want a top hole. Easier to poke things through and keep everything in order for sure. Anyways, so I asked her, I said, hey, did you do it yet? And she goes, no. I go, are you ready? I'm going to use my art glitter glue here, and hopefully I haven't opened this thing in so long. Let's see if I can make it work. I could probably just use glue stick. Okay. Oh, geez. I might need to use glue stick. Oh, no. Okay, that's working. But once it's down, it's down. That's okay. So she said, no, not yet. I go, have you been studying? I go, are you ready? Because she's like, I'm just a bad test taker. And I go, you know what? Don't worry about it. Because you could take the test more than once. And so I said, if you're ready, once you're studying, take the test, because then that's going to show you at least. If you don't pass it, I go, there's always a chance you're going to pass it. I mean, you've been a real estate agent for a very long time. You probably know a lot more than you think you do. So just take the test. And if you don't pass it for whatever reason, at least you'll know where your strong suits are and where you need to do a little extra studying are. That's great. So just get it done, because, you know, I'm not going to be here forever, and you need to get it done. So she was like, I know. So I asked her this last time now that I'm getting closer. So I was getting ready to tell her, like, hey, Shane, this is going to be it. Like, this summer is going to be it. Well, I'm now in my mind thinking that it's going to be sooner than this summer. So I asked her, I said, how far out are you? I go, are you ready? Have you studied? She goes, yeah. I go, have you taken the test? She goes, no. I said, why not? So I just asked her, I'm like, why not? And she goes, what's your reason? She goes, because I'm just so busy right now. I go, what's going on in your life right now that makes you so busy you can't take this test? So she tells me, you know, she's a very involved mom. So she's got kids that are in sports and stuff like that. She's very involved in that. And I said, okay. So I told her, I go, I realize you're a very involved mom, but I also realize this is your career. And I know that you're on a time crunch here. And just so you know, I am also. So I think I'm going to keep the colors going different colors, though, because as I'm moving them down. So when I do these in the cells, I'm going to be putting them, like I'd be putting like A, B, and C. So if I'm going to do the colors, I feel like I should keep the C different from the B and the D, which I can. So I'll be mindful. I need to be mindful of that. Help me out, friends. Anyhow, long story short is I was like, okay, no, you cannot procrastinate on this, Shane, because I'm not going to be here forever. Because she's made it clear to me. She's like, I want to do this, but I'm scared that you're going to, I can't do this without you. I need you there. And I'm like, well, Shane, you can do it, and you can do it without me. I will be here. I've got your back, but you need to get on it, because I'm not going to be here forever. Like, you got to get on this. I have stuff going on in my life, and I'm getting busier and busier. And the time that I have to spend on anything is morning time. So I either am spending it on you or I'm spending it on me. And I'm moving into the era of my life of me. So, and what's important for me with my husband and my grandchildren and my peace of mind. So that does not involve working outside the home. I mean, I am being clear. So I feel like I'm being very clear. So I asked her, I like drilling it down, and she said, I'm going to take the test after soccer's over. I go, once soccer's done, I'm thinking, oh my gosh. And I go, when is that over? She goes, this is the last week. Well, that was last week. So I don't know if last week was the last week or if this week is the last week. Whatever it is, if it's this week, this week will be the last week. And so I said, okay. I go, then you need to do that test. And then there were some other things that she had, bounced off me ideas and things like that. And I said, and we talked about, one second here. I want to look at the colors. I'm trying to decide if I want to use brown to integrate that, because when I get down here, am I going to need it? Well, I want it up here. I like brown next to blue, so I'm going to do it. Anyways, so I said, all right, you need to get on this. So I decided for me, I'm going to just take off the whole month of July. I'm going to let her know that. Like, July is very, very busy. I have lots of grandkids coming. And I was thinking, I can work this week and take this week off and work this week. But then I realized I have all my stuff that I'm doing. And if I'm having grandkids for full-on weeks in batches, and I'm 2 to 3 times in July, July, we have the 4th of July weekend. So there's going to be a lot of family and friends here for days. And then I'm going to have kids after that for at least 2 weeks in July, I will have kids. So maybe even 3, but at least 2. But I have to have time to clean, to do bedding, all that good stuff. And my family does help, so that is great. Like, they don't just leave me in the lurch. They're like, what do you want us to do before we leave? And I usually just tell everybody, if you can just strip the beds down and your towels and take them up to the laundry room, that'd be great. Just leave them there, and I'll do them in the batches. I like to do them because I'll do it throughout the day. And I don't like doing it all in one day because it's too much folding on my hands. And I like to wash the bedding and just put it right back on the beds. I have enough bedding to switch them out, but generally it's just easier to just wash them if no one else is coming right away and put it right back on the bed. That way I don't have to fold. Anyways, so I'm going to take off the whole month of July, so she needs to get on this. And my deal is this. I'm not going to feel guilty if she doesn't get on it and she's not doing this testing and doing like the things that she's been asking me about for the last year for help. Then I'm not going to feel guilty when I leave. But I was telling Jason, I say that, but I do feel guilty, friends. I do. I don't like doing that to somebody. And I know the ball's in her court. I know all this. I get this. And I know that I'm being upfront and honest with her and all these things. But I just want, as a lot of my friends here say to me, they are here to help me and to support me. And I get so much wonderful advice and tips and support, mentally, emotionally, crafty, financially, and I get that. And my friends tell me they want me to succeed. I want the same thing for people that I know as well. And so all of you and my friend and Shane too, but I know that she has to want it enough to get on it. And she's a procrastinator a little bit, on things. And I mean, I know I am too. I think a lot of that time it's because of fear of the unknown, but I know she'll succeed. She's a go-getter. But anyways, I'm going to let that off. I told Jason, I go, maybe what I'll do is I'll just tell her that I can only do 2 days, or gosh, I don't even want to do that. I can only do 1 day a week. You know, she hired this other person, CBFGH, and that person is supposed to be learning everything so that to be the fill-in person. And then, but you can always hire another person as well. I am not the brightest crayon in the book when it comes to all that stuff. So if I can learn that stuff, somebody else can too. I think part of it is, will be hard. It is probably the amount that she is able to pay. I'm in a place in my life where I wasn't asking for what I should be getting. I was fine getting the low wage, which it's not incredibly low, but it is definitely lower than. So here with the eyes, I'm thinking I probably won't use these in my thing just because if people put capital I and lowercase l look the same. So I'll be mindful of that as well. I mean, I guess I can always ask questions, but it's just, I want to make it as easy as possible when I do the cells. So this is probably a long video, but I want to catch you guys up on a lot of things. So this is my plan. My plan is to do that because... Okay, I'm so scared to say this out loud because what if I can't do it? So I have to say this out loud because I need to force myself to do this because it's what I want to do. And I know it's what's going to make me happy, the happiest. And that's hanging out and crafting. So I've heard my friends tell me, lots of friends tell me that they like hanging out with me in the morning. They like enjoying the videos with their morning coffee, with their morning crafting. Although I don't really do tutorials, I suspect that mostly, as I do as well with a lot of my favorite people, is I'll just listen. I'll just listen a lot of the times while I'm doing my thing. So I'm not actually always watching. I watch and here and like I watch and then but I'm crafting at the same time. And then a lot of times I have to stop and rewind because I'm like, what the heck did she just say? Or what is she doing? And then I go back. But anyways, because of that and because of some, wonderful push from Kat. Like I said, Kat's really been behind the scenes helping so much, and I'm so appreciative of this. So I am the kind of person where I need that push from my friends. Do not feel, if you guys feel like, Sandra, I wish I could tell Sandra if she did this or if she tried this or has she tried that, please, my friends, do not be afraid to say that to me. And if you don't want to do it on the comments, do it on an email. Maybe I will do it, maybe I won't do it, but I am the kind of person that needs the push, and needs to hear it, and sometimes I just don't see it. So, or I'm just too like wishy-washy, whatever the case may be. I do not take offense to it. I don't. I feel like, yeah, I do not take offense to it at all. And unless you're like cussing me out, then I mean, like, I'm like, whoa, 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 settle down, settle down. You can use cuss words though. You can. I don't mind those. Just don't cuss me out. Oh my gosh, the truth of Sandra. I do like a good cuss word here and there, so can't help it. It's probably mostly for shock effect. But anyways, I will keep that to myself for on the videos. I won't be doing that out loud. JK, there we go. Anyways, what was I at? So, oh, okay, so you ready for my thing, what I want to do? Oh my gosh. I'm going to start doing a live craft with me. I said it out loud. Look at, that's forcing me to go yellow. I mean, it's forcing me to go green. I ought to go lighter. Is that one the light or the dark? That one's the light. I'm going to go the darker one. Okay. So I'm going to start doing, so that's the other thing. So every week I want to do a live craft with me. I'm going to start out, I know this is not the best day for everybody, and I realize not everybody can be on there live with me, but I'm going to do my live crafts. I was thinking I want to do Thursdays, and it's not going to be in the evening. It'll be in the morning, early afternoon. My plan is to craft like I normally do whatever I'm doing that day to make my videos. And as I get into the groove of something, then do the live craft with me so that I'm actually moving in a movement, doing something. And then I can, from that, I can go hopefully back into recording for a video. So that'll, be able to do my videos like I normally do, like my 3 videos that I post. So I would post Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I would do live craft with me's on Thursdays. And I picked that day because I don't work on Thursday. So I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So then I could do the craft with me on Thursday. And then Fridays, so sorry. I post Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, let's skip this one. This is Tuesday. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Stop it, Sandra. Monday, Tuesday's down. Wednesday's a video. Then Thursday, I would do a craft live. Friday's the video. And then I just have Tuesday left. And then if I stopped working, but if I kept working just one day a week, I would work on Tuesday. Does that make sense? Okay. Oh my gosh. You guys help me out here. So my live craft with me will probably change at some point, or maybe I'll add another one in there. I really don't know. I'm going to fill it out and see how it goes. I need to add a haul video. I have so much stuff to do. I have to add haul videos in there. So that could be maybe Tuesdays it would be haul videos, or maybe once I stop working for Shane, maybe Tuesdays would be my craft with me, and or Wednesday. I don't know. I mean, like I can mix it up because it'll all be a video. And the live craft with me can always be watched on the replays. But Friday evenings, we're going to try that out for the sales. That may be changed, and I realize other people are doing it, and I was trying to I don't want to do it on the same days. I don't want to do it on the same time. Trying really hard to work within that frame. However, that might not always work. I might have to just take what I can take and do what I can do. So what I'll try to be mindful of times. See this, I have to make sure because that looks like a U. Why do they do that? Anyways, I would love to know your thoughts, my friends. I'm super excited. I feel like I'm really filling my plate full, but I have to do it. So back to the estate sales. Let me just talk about that real quick. So Jason just mentioned, he just mentioned that he has to make another trip to go get something. He's like, so we need to go. And we're going to Spokane again. We're going to go to some more estate sales. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much stuff right now. I have no place to put this stuff. I need to clean out my garage. So I have stuff that I'm going to be donating. We were going to have a yard sale. We're not having the yard sale. It's too much work. I'd rather focus on this. So I'm just going to donate, which is great because the more you give, the more you get, right? You create the space and you build it. It will come, share, and you, you share, everybody shares. There's so much in the world for everyone and everything. I already did it, Em. What am I doing? Get back in there. Oh. So here, I have either orange or, I have all these colors. And there's P. So I think I'm going to do brown P. And then I'm going to do orange Q. So maybe I will do a red. Oh, there we go. We don't have that color in there yet, I don't think. Dang it. Get in there, Em. I said, Jason, I can't. I said, I have more. I have to stop. I think I need to save the rest of my estate sales. Estate selling for next year. He said, Sandra, you do have a lot of stuff, but if you're going to do this full time, if you're going to really move into this, he says, you need to have stuff to sell through the winter as well. And there are no estate sales. So when you start slowing down on your stuff, you're not going to have anything. Where's your inventory? I was like, okay. But he also likes estate sales, so I think that's part of it. Anyhow, so we're going to try it. We're going to see. And if I will either, I won't know what I don't know until I know. There's that. So I'm just going to go for it. I'm so excited, and I'm like shaking. I'm nervous and excited, the whole thing. But it is fun, and I love going on the hunt. Jason likes being on the hunt. He helps. And I will tell you, most of the really cool stuff that I find, especially the vintage stuff, you know who finds it is Jason. I mean, I think I'm very, very lucky and blessed to get and find all the things that I find, especially for all the wonderful prices that I find it at. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes we go places and I walk away because the prices are, I'm just like, whoa, settle down, people. I'm just kidding. I'm going to go, I need to see JKLMNOP. Let's see for the Q. What color do we want? We want to bring another blue in. QR. Oh, I don't have a blue for Q. I have that for R. Okay, let me do this. I'll pull the R out. Let me just pull the letters. Get that out of there. R, and then we have S, T. So T, I only have red or brown. Let's do the red. And then, so we're going to do another, I need Q. So I think I'm going to do the green for the Q. So QR. And then we'll go creamy yellow for the S. QRST. And then U. Let's do, I don't want the red or the orange, so my choice is, that V does not look like a V. I'm going to go blue. U, whoops. And then V does not look like, I'm going to use the light green. Oh, wait. Yeah, I didn't do this very good. So I should have done, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Where's the T? I'm going to go back here backwards. I'm going to do brown T, QRST, because I want to change my color of U. I'm going to do a red U. U. And then I'm going to do this green V. Oops. V. See, it doesn't look like a V. Should I just cut it and just try my own V? Maybe I'll do it with these other one. U, V, and then W has to be blue. Then W, X will be the cream. Ooh, it's got polka dots too. That's cool. So X, we will do the red Y and the brown Z. Okay. And then I'm going to take this V, this U, and see if I can switch that up. Because that does not look like a, I mean, not U, V. Okay. That does not look like a V. I don't know who they're trying to fool, but we need it to be a V. So scissors, please. I'll do these ones. Anyhow, I have to quit my job fully because I cannot, I'm thinking it needs to go like that. And like that. That definitely looks more like a V. Looks like an arrow. I was thinking about joining them. I only have this one to play with. I have another U. Let's try this U. And see. So I can't tell if I'm looking at it backwards. Like, I want to join those together. So let me just cut this piece out here like that and like that. That's what I should have done, just like that. Okay, but I don't want the blue one. But I have my green one here, so now I know. Now I know. We'll just cut this one like this, and that one like that. And then I'll put it like that. There we go. Now we have a V. We have an actual V. We have a V in the house. Very nice. V. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's a V. It definitely looks like a V. XYZ. Okay, this is probably a really long video just doing letters. PQ. Oh my gosh. I have a green W. Let me try. I kind of like how I cut that one better. So let me do this one too, just in case. Oops. Okay. And then I have this W instead of that one. I can switch it out, so I can do a there we go. So I can take this V out. I could put the blue V. Oh, there, U, V, W. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So he's at the end. Got to get all kind of crazy here. All right, close these up. So, yes. So I was thinking maybe I'll just do 1 day a week. That way I feel like I'm not letting her down. She can really get you. So I'll take July off. And then when I come back, I'll just let her know, because then she'll have a chance to get used to me not being there. And then I can let her know I can come back. I am so busy. And let her know. Like I've already told her I'm moving into this stuff. Like she knows what my plans are. And that when I come back, I'm only going to be able to do Tuesdays. So I thought about doing just Mondays, but I'm going to be a little selfish for myself. It's fine. I say selfish to myself, and I just mean like I'm going to start putting myself kind of first in that realm of my life. Just that's what I need. When Jason and I leave town, I don't want to have to rush back on a Monday. And I realize that the days of the week aren't as important to me and Jason at this time in our lives because we have more flexibility. But the thing is our children are still like, and grandkids. So when there is school in session, but our kids still work. My daughter's days off are split, and one of her days off are Mondays. And so we're usually driving home, and I don't get to spend time with her. So at least on Monday, I can at least spend, like this last Monday that I took off, because it was a holiday, I was able to spend, we still drove home on Monday, but I was able to meet up and have breakfast with her and spend some time with her. And that's important. And because she has split days off and she's got a house full, they have, she also has to use that day to get her stuff done or take a nap. So this last Monday, what happened is she's been working like crazy. She works night shifts too, or into the evening. So she, we met up for breakfast, and then I still had to go estate sales shopping. Well, she has a teenage adult. She has a teenage daughter and then younger daughter. So Liliana is, oh my gosh, how old are you, Lily? 15. and then Lainey and Ellen, they're old enough, and how old are they? 10 and 11? 10 and 11. Oh my gosh, are they really 10 and 11? Yes. So, anyways, my niece Janae, hi Janae, and Janae was with us, and my daughter-in-law Ashley. So Ashley, she doesn't take her littles because they are a lot younger and they don't enjoy the estate selling like we do, and so it's harder. And I don't honestly like going shopping or estate selling with children. I really don't. It is not my favorite thing to do at all. However, Liliana was there to help with Ella and Lainey, and Ella and Lainey, they like this shopping, so and they will stay together. So that's good. Anyways, So I took them. I was like, okay, Danielle, I'm going to take these ones. And then she has little Willie. He's the youngest, so he is 9 now. But he didn't want to go estate selling, which Liliana would have been in charge mainly with him, because I'm like tunnel vision and hyper focused on what I'm buying. So he didn't want to go. He wanted to go with his dad to go. I think they were going to go do something. He likes hanging out with his dad. He's a daddy's boy for sure. So he went and did that. Anyways, why am I telling you all that? I can't remember. Oh yeah, because Danielle. And Danielle's like, oh, I'd like, Danielle, are you going to go too? And she's like, Mom, I actually just want to go home and sleep. And I said, okay, you go sleep and I will take the kids. So that's what we did. And then we got done before Danielle was done sleeping, and she had to go to work. So she wanted to sleep all the way up until she had to get up and get ready and go to work. So Janae stayed with us, and then we drove from Spokane to the valley, which is a little bit of a distance. It takes time and gas and stuff. So Janae followed us to the valley. She also had some stuff in her car for Ashley, and because our car was jam-packed. And so I'm like, Janae, do not argue with me. Take this. I gave her some gas money, and I was like, take this for helping and all the gas, because she was then taking the girls and dropping them off to Danielle, and then we were leaving town. There we go. Anyways. All right, my friends. This is probably a super long video, but I do have my letters. I'm excited. I didn't do anything in the red. I was thinking these white ones would look good on there. I should just try one out really quick to see if it pops. And I didn't even use that paper pad. I might have plenty. I'm actually thinking, I didn't think I was going to like these colorful ones, but maybe it'll work. I just want it to be easy on the eye for the cells. But see, this would, I think, would stand out. I'm going to do these in white, I think. I just want it to be easy to be seen. And honestly, on these ones, I can outline that in black. Actually, I might go with my fine tip and go and outline all of them in black just to help them pop. And then I'll do a little something on the edges too. I just want to make sure that it's solid. Anyhow, tell me what you think. Which letters are your favorite? Oh my gosh, let me get this. I have a mess. I have a mess. I also went to the Dollar Tree and bought some more of these little wallpaper sheets in different colors so I can do different things, like with wood grains. I have no idea where they are right now. So I have this letter. These letters right here. Cool. Coolio. I have these ones right here. I don't like these ones. Tell me what you think. I think they're too small and they're not pretty. I'm going to try and do some design on it and see if I like that. I like these ones for small ones. And I feel like all the letters look good as long as I remember to use the holes up top and not do it this way. So there's like P, Q. Those are weird. And then I do have these ones that I hand wrote, which I think will work actually. And I can just maybe just go over it again and fill them in. Maybe just go around the outlines of the lines. Anyways, there we go. Tell me what you think. I hope I didn't leave off anything. If I'm missing any parts of my stories and you want to know more, please let me know in the comments or even email me. My email is in every description box. And yeah, I'm super excited. I'm excited to go on this next adventure, growing my channel and doing the live sales. I really feel like as much stuff as I find and doing that, I will be able to support myself financially to keep crafting and shopping and adding and contributing to my household. And that's really all I want. You know, that's really all I want. I just want some time. I would also like a bonus, like long-term goal. It would be nice to start a fund that's like a travel. I know I'm terrified of travel, but I'm only going to live this lifetime once. I would love to start a travel fund that I put a little bit in every month so that I can build up. My eyes twitching. I'm like so nervous, but I would love to go visit my friends at some point. I think that would be kind of fun, or do like a meetup sometime. Like, I'm not going to just show up on your doorstep. Well, maybe. But even if it was a meetup, and even if I was able to contribute to this travel fund, and I even was able to help out other friends somewhat for traveling, because traveling is expensive, or maybe I was able to help out with the stay for the like the small staycation, or craft staycation. I can't even think of it, but I mean, my mind just keeps going and going and going. I only live this lifetime once. I want to make the very, very most of it. And you are a big, big part of my life. And I just want to be close. So there you go. Not sorry for being so weird, but friends, Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy all your moments, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.